2024 now coming to a close. I'm joined by Tomas Cosgrove as we look through some big moments in what was a historic year for the club. So Tomas, 2024 was a year in which we won back-to-back league titles, our fourth County Antrim Shield in a row, and we made history by qualifying for the league phase of the UEFA Conference League. Couldn't really have gone much better for us, could it?
No, as you said, before we even started, you were talking to me and you said it's been a year. Looking back, it doesn't even feel like a year. But when you look back at some of the good moments that you see here, it's probably to be mad just to say it's been in a year. They get all them good moments. Some people probably don't even have them in their career. So yeah, it's been great, and especially for the club. They get into Europe and stuff. Be the first to do it. We seem to be a club that's to do the first of a lot of things. So it's been great, and obviously to be part of it, it's even better. And when I look back at stuff like this, it brings back good memories to me.
And we'll start, you mentioned the memories here in front of you. We'll start with the first one over here from the Shield final. And it shows you scoring the winning goal with a header from a corner. Scoring winning goals in finals, I'm sure it doesn't really get much better than that, no matter what competition it's in.
Yeah, obviously when you're in them competitions, you're out to win. People give the Shield a wee bit of a bad rap sometimes, but obviously you can see the much fans turned up to the game. Glentoran put a strong team out. It's the second time I've got the winner in a final, so it's been good. Once again in the Shield, the weather is not great. I don't know who organises it, but you should have a think about that. But the weather wasn't great. We were really up against it. First half, we were thinking if we get through the first half, we actually went 1-0 up through Kane, I think. We'll go on and win it easy because the wind was so bad. Then, being Lauren, we'll go out and concede not a great goal, and we're up against it a wee bit, and the ball just comes in the box. It's just one of them. I kind of use the ball, get the leverage, and just power it home. And obviously, when you score it, you want it just to be over because your name will be in the highlights, and you will be the one remembered for the winning goal. But it was one of them. It was great. My wee boy was doing mascot and stuff, so it's even more special to me.
And I suppose making it 4 in a row, no matter the competition, as we mentioned, the County Antrim Shield, but whenever you win 4 trophies in a row, it just shows the hunger and the desire of the squad to have more success.
Yeah, it just shows you the depth of the squad, because I don't think we'll go our normal 11 half time. There's a lot of young boys play, and all the boys come in and they always do really well for the club. And as you say, to do 4 in a row, I think that's a joint record. I've done the League Cup 4 in a row as well, so it's even more of a wee accolade for me to do both. And something you just don't think about at the time. You just obviously want to go out and win every game you can be involved in, and we're just lucky enough to be in an hour final this year, so hopefully we can do it again.
And we'll move on now to the second photo here. Shows you celebrating with a memorable night at the Oval as we move closer to retaining the Gibson Cup. Not the greatest performance overall.
I thought you were saying not the greatest.
Must be said. But was it the most satisfying 3 points and what it meant on the night, with other results ultimately going our way?
Looking back at it, I think we went 1-0 up early. We're kind of cruising in the game, and then Glentoran obviously came out and they tried to really have a go. I think they're obviously going for stuff. That's what the split does in this league. And I think Big Kane scores an own goal, and you're thinking, no way. And then you can hear news coming through of Linfield are playing well and they're winning at that stage, I think. And we're just trying desperately anything to score, and we're just throwing balls into the box. And fair play to Big Kane, he just runs on, and it's unbelievable ball into the box. And I think Johnny Russell, he's from Lauren also, so I think he got a few beers given them after that. But we were going to score anyway. It was just one of them ones. It was like kind of fate. And when Linfield, so we score, we're running back, celebrating, obviously ecstatic. As you can see in the picture, I think I'm doing that to Lee Bonus, by the way. I think I'm flipping right in Lee's face. Both of us are cheering, and then we're running back, and you can see at the Oval, you're looking at the stand, and you can see the news coming through that Linfield have just conceded as well, so it even lifts you even more, and you know that you're getting into obviously the next picture you're going to show here. It brings it on again.
Takes us on nicely then to the next one, that obviously the night that basically sealed the title at Windsor Park. You actually won the penalty that night, which Andy Ryan then converted. Some might say it's controversial, but it must be a night that lives long in the memory.
The game itself wouldn't live long in the memory because we weren't too good. Obviously Linfield being challengers, they knew what that to do, to come out and give it absolutely everything to try and beat us. They put us on the back foot. I'm not even joking. I think that was the first time we got out of our half, and then 40 minutes it comes out wide, a 1-2, and when I'm running onto it, people will say, flipping, I don't even know why to say it, Dave, I'm sitting there at the ball when I fell on top of it. He's just pushed me. Luckily he has pushed me, because I'd probably mess up the pass on the way through, but it was one of them. We get the penalty. When you get the penalty, you can see us all celebrating, because we know how good Andy is with them, and he would score it. Then once again, we're kind of hanging on. It's one of them games you don't really care about the performance. It's just about the result in the night. Then we knew we just couldn't get beat, and it was more like, it's not done, but with a goal difference stuff, we more or less knew we were champions on the night. And it was great just to see the fans, and they do it at Windsor and Linfield being your challengers and stuff. They do it at their home patch was really good. I've had it done to me at Solitude before, where Crews. It's not a nice feeling, but I'm sure it's good for the other team, and we got to experience that joy.
As you say, a situation like that where you equalise and you know you can't afford to lose, but you don't really want to go for it in case you get caught. What kind of goes through your mind as a player at that moment when it's like so in the balance?
You're just trying to. They're obviously pushing more men and men forward, and we're just trying to sit in and try and catch them on the break. And I actually think in the last 20 seconds we were about to break. We were 3v1 and the ref blew a whistle. That was the first time I probably said about that, but it's just one of them. We're just doing everything. Everyone's throwing their bodies on the line, and I went and been stupid enough to, you don't even think about something. I went and got a yellow card right to death by pulling someone back, thinking they're going to hit a quick free kicks, and I ended up missing the best game of the season once again, which wasn't good.
That takes us nicely on the next photo. Obviously, you weren't involved in the game, but you were definitely involved in the celebrations after. Shows you here with the Gibson Cup as you celebrate it being a back-to-back champion. For you as a player, does moments like this just make you hungrier to do it all over again? Yeah.
When you look back, it's stuff like this. Obviously, I didn't get to play, and where we are sitting right now, this was like a derelict building for sake. I remember just sitting here, and some boys brought a few beers over. I don't think we were hiding it from Tiernan, to be honest. And so we're sitting having a few beers, and just the boys done so well on the night, the night, and we're watching them, and they're playing really good. And it's a wee bit sad as well, because you're looking out thinking, I want to be out there, I want to take all the accolade in, but obviously as soon as the whistle blows, you're running down. I'm full kitting it again. Doing it out John Terry again, full kit. Didn't wear the Under Armour this time, but we're out and obviously celebrating. It's brilliant. Your whole family's here. Everyone of Lauren's brilliant. My kids and all were here, and I think they enjoy it more. They like to see, like, obviously their daddy doing so well, and when you look back at stuff like this, it was great, and it just puts into perspective. Obviously the season hasn't been going too good, but it gives you that hunger to hopefully go on and retain it again, and you want memories like that. I'm sure everyone here at Lauren wants the same.
And then moving on to the current season, this photo from August shows you celebrating after the final whistle when we beat Lincoln Red Imps to make history by being the first team to qualify for the league phase of the UEFA Conference League. I'm sure pride was the overwhelming emotion for you and the rest of the boys that night. Talk us through how it felt for you ultimately.
What a weird night in football. It's probably one of the nights I'll never ever forget. We just done a Lauren right at the start, as usual. We conceded a goal, and I'm sitting thinking, we have done this again. We have literally messed this up again. We're just doing everything, and then we get a penalty. You're like, yes, we'll get another penalty. We're like, we've got them. Then Cricky Gallagher goes and gets sent off, and I'm thinking again, oh my, messed up again. I end up in centre back at one point, me and Sean Want. I don't know if Sean Want's only back from injury at the time, but everyone was like dead in their feet, trying everything to stay in that game. I think we got away with one. I dummied it literally on the line, and it just went past, and we were like, flip me, that could have been it. And then Andy Ryan breaks, and we just cross it in, and he scores. And the pure joy and emotion when that goal goes in, you've seen it around the place. It was just ecstatic. No one was thinking about, you hear people in the commentary talking about the money and stuff. It wasn't, no one was thinking about that for us here. It was just like, we get to be representing the league in Europe. We're the first team to do it, and it's something you'll look back on it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great the way it's went. It's been really tough for us. It's a learning curve. But obviously for a team who will get there again, hopefully a few more Irish League teams will get there. And it was great to be involved in it and to be involved in the last game of the night. It's going to be great again with your families and stuff there. And it's obviously when you look back at pictures like this, you'll think, flip me, that was great memories.
I think when we spoke to Gaz earlier in an earlier video, we done something similar to this, and he was saying it's probably one of the best atmospheres he's ever been involved in that night whenever the goal went in. But how did you think the stadium was?
Oh, we always say it. We always say we need the fans here. They are our 12th man. Like, the atmosphere hasn't been really as good this year. I don't know why. It's maybe a bit of both, a bit of the fans, a bit of the players. But I really do enjoy playing on a Friday night. I think I don't know, something about Inver on a Friday night under the lights, it is really good. And that night especially, the roar when them goals went in, it was just everything. It's just like fate once again. Everything just falls in the place for you. And for when Kane went off, you're thinking, flip me, he's brilliant in the air for us, and we're up against it again, and we can see the goal. Cricket goes off. Anything that could go wrong that night went wrong, and we could somehow still done it. And they've done it. It was just brilliant, and the joy on the boys after was class.
And then not long after that moment, we went away to Cliftonville. We probably had a first half to forget, going one behind and not playing overly well, but it was certainly more of a second half to remember. And the photo shows you celebrating your goal, which was the equaliser at Solitude to put us on the way to a 3-1 victory. It was a goal that you certainly seemed to enjoy, going back in front of us.
Right, this is, people will probably take it as a bit thick, I know, but if you're giving it out during a game, like I was getting dogs abuse, and obviously it's a bit of fun. I don't mind it. Like, you get it from everyone, but you have to be able to take it back. And the old boy here, he seemed to have liked it. This boy here, smiling away. No, it was one of them where we're really, really poor. We're having a discussion. I'm captain on the night, so I'm trying to get the boys I had a wee rally call with the boys at half time in the centre circle. I'm trying to get them going. It was a massive win for us. We needed it, especially in the context of the season. We're so many games behind. They're a top 6 team. They're going to challenge for everything, and we need to win. This is just, I was getting a bit of abuse, had to give it back. My daughter's literally in the lawn stand with a Climble top on, so she got it at the end of the game as well. So just one of them. And my mum always gets it from all the fans and my dad's shop. So it's just one of them. Everyone, if you give it out, you have to be able to take it. And most of them are good sports and they do take it. And I'm sure when I play it here again, or when I go back to Solitude, they'll be there to give me dogs abuse again. But as I said, my time at Climble, I really loved it. They were my boyhood club. Loved every minute of it, and it just reminds me of Lawrence so much. I know people will be like, we steal all their players and all this and all, but the family atmosphere and the way the fans get behind the team, just seems like a siege mentality. You're on your own when you play for Emmons, and Lawrence seemed to be the same. It's us against the world, and it's great when you're a part of it, and when you win on big nights, it is brilliant.
And then the 7th and second last photo, it's a historic moment. This photo shows you leading the team out as captain for our first ever league phase game in the UEFA Conference League out in Molde. How do you sum up this moment, first of all? And I'm sure it's a moment in your career that you'll always look back on full of pride and emotion.
I think people I don't really think about it too much when I was doing it. I think family members and people I know close to me would be more proud at the moment. They were saying to me how good it is and stuff like that, and I was just more or less thinking about the game. I wanted a positive result. Once again, everything just seems to be written in the stars for me here at Larne. Everything just seems to fall into place. I wasn't captain, and Kane got injured unfortunately, and I ended up being the one. There you go, I was captain and the one when won the game to get us in. I ended up being the captain to do it, and Big Kane suspended a night, and I ended up being the captain again in the last game. So it is one of them. Everything just seems to be written in the stars. Maybe the first to win the league and stuff. So it's one of them. When you look back in my career, it's something that'll be really special to me. You see, like when you're kids and all, my man thinks we can playing Real Madrid for flip's sake. He thinks we should be in FIFA and stuff like that. So he thinks I'm half decent footballer at this. But no, it's brilliant, and obviously my mum and all, they don't really go to the games, and she messaged me and said how proud and all she was of me, which is a big thing because she's never said anything like that in her life. She's never even said I love you to me. But she's a hard woman to please, but it's one of them. And when your whole family and your friends and everyone's messaging you good luck and how good it all is, it was class, and for the experience it's brilliant. And I think for the night it'll be even better when my boys doing mascot on me tonight. It'll be something that I'll remember for a long time, and I think they'll remember it as well. To be involved in that, especially on TV. I'm sure they'll tell their friends and stuff. the tune in.
And last but not least, the news went out earlier this week that you've signed a new long-term contract at the club. Being our longest serving player, living in the town itself, becoming a well-known figure in the community, being an academy coach, your kid now plays for the academy. I'm sure you're delighted to have committed yourself to the club for the foreseeable future.
I think I've gone off my head. No, as you said, all them things, I honestly never envisioned that when I came here. It was just, I needed a new start in football. Things weren't going great at Clubville and under the manager and stuff. I came here, and from I came, I've absolutely loved the place. I love everyone in it, the people. They couldn't do enough for you, and I remember saying that my mum said, they've done more for me in the first couple of weeks that I've been here than anyone. They just looked after you, and as you said, my son loves the place. He loves it. He's run about our down with a Lauren kid on, getting dog abuse because they're all Climball fans up there. But it just shows you the reach the club has now. You see all the kids running about in their Lauren stuff and all. As you said, I've been dragged into being an academy coach thanks to Mark Randall and Jeff Hughes for that. But no, it's great. All the kids, when you see them in the stand and all that, again, they look up to you, and it's great to be that figure in the community. As you said, the longest serving player. Probably when I look back at the championship team, I probably never thought I'd be the last one here, and to do it, it's been really special, and I could never see myself playing anywhere else. And at the minute, I just love the place. I love the club, and it's a very special place in my heart. Obviously, you said I live down here and stuff now, so I know what it means to the people of Lauren to get the victories and stuff, and hopefully I can bring a lot more success, and hopefully I can be remembered here for a long time to come, and obviously I'm delighted to get it done.
Well, I'm sure I speak for everyone at the club and all of our supporters in saying that we're delighted to have you at the club for a few more years yet, and just want to say thank you for joining us today to go through all these.
Thank you.